Hey everyone, AB here, Andy Burgoon. Wanted to take a minute out of a pretty busy afternoon, and definitely going to be evening. First off, thoughts and prayers to the Tamika Lynch family. This lady found in Paint Creek was her. So definitely thoughts and prayers out. Please be kind to law enforcement and streams. It's not a time to be bashing cops. It's more of a time to show support for family. So let's keep that straight. But I wanted to drop through real quick because obviously, if you know me on Facebook or you follow any of my pages, you know I do marketing. I have a lot of sponsors. I have many different pages, and also on a personal basis, when you see the on my AB page, I got a lot of personal opinions. I'm very opinionated. I've always been opinionated. It's never personal, especially when you start talking into the public spectrum as far as elected officials or whatnot. That you're allowed that opinion. If you think somebody's doing a good job or not, that's why we vote. That's why we're America. But I am very strong opinionated. But there's been a couple instances, not very many here, 3 or 4 people, actually one sponsor, a Facebook news follower, and 2 personal friends actually, brought to my attention over the last couple of days that my opinions as far as say in regards to our county sheriff kind of it seems kind of jaded or putting business names next to Andy Burgoon's opinion. So what I want to do here is just take a minute and run through and explain to you who Andy Burgoon is and what Southern Ohio Social Times is. Andy Burgoon works for his own news outlet, Southern Ohio Social Times. That particular organization is the ones that has the sponsors. They're on the Facebook pages. I have several Facebook pages, and I want to kind of run through those and explain kind of how it operates. This is my Andy Burgoon page. This is just like everybody else. Typical friends, typical stream. There's no business attached to this. This is where you see lots of opinions. Andy Burgoon, AB, the middle initial AB. I do have an Andy Burgoon page, it's just family and friends, but obviously, if I want to put that out there, I would. This is where I work on a public level, and then I have a personal private page. As far as who pays me, this page right here, nobody pays. This is Andy Burgoon. Nobody pays anything for this. None of my opinions are sponsored. They're not paid for, connected to any sponsor whatsoever. And then where you've got your sponsors at, you've got them in 3 different types of pages or 3 different platforms. You have, as many Ross County News Group, which is a forum discussion of where I post just not Ross County news, but all types of news. I do put sponsors on this page. As you can see, Midwest Motorplex is up top, through Lennis Lens, we put up here a little bit ago. So there are business sponsors here. There's been a time or two that I've made comments underneath here in comment streams, but I bring the news headings directly over from the platforms I'm going to show you here in a minute. Word for word, there's never, I think, Sheriff's Department sucks, and here's another story for you. You may see that over here, but last time I checked, I was allowed that opinion. So you got your news group, and then you've got a different type of Facebook page where there's sponsors, and it's the like pages. This is the largest one where Jerry's Pizza's up front. All types of businesses pay. Deanna pays for the top spot. If you stroll down through these pages, through this page, not only not in the comment streams, but under no heading ever is there any type of critical bashing of any type of law enforcement or public officials or any type of Andy Burgoon's opinions. Andy's opinions stay over here. People pay to be here and here. They don't pay to see my opinions. Now, I may, in a comment stream, this is a forum discussion group. I may very well voice my opinion on what the article is, but the article isn't tainted that way. And then there's the main spot, which rotates around. We've got lots of sponsors on here. Again, one goes back through the entire archives, which we've got, stories going back 2 years. Everything is absolutely cut and dry what the heading is. And that heading goes to here, and it stays unopinionated from him, as it's not opinionated here or here. and then it will end up in a forum discussion group, which I may, if I'm strongly opinion on the story, say something, but I usually don't. Most of the time out here, I'm just monitoring and making sure things don't get crazy for the people like Midwest Motorplex pay. So where the problem is overlying is between the Ross County News Group and my personal page, because for me to post the news in Ross County News Group, I have to attach Andrew A.B. Burgoon. So somebody on their mobile device, depending on what type of mobile device that they have, may pull up a comment or a post that come from here, from Andy Burgoon. And suddenly they think that it's news. So now we've blurred the lines because of really how Facebook policy is. Not that I'm trying to taint the news or throw my opinions next to any sponsors or, be unbiased, because actually if you talk to most, I'm a pretty unbiased poster. I pretty much post and let you decide, unless, like I said, in the news group I may say something. Where it steps over the line where it's unethical, I mean, if a sponsor or a follower does not want to, if a sponsor doesn't want to pay me because of what I say on my personal page, or a follower doesn't want to follow the news because of what I say on my personal page, I can't prevent that. I'm about doing what's right for the community, and if I feel that something needs to be spoke up and said, I'm going to say it. But it's never to disrespect or attach all these people. Where it's been blurred is between RNCG and here. And the opinions aren't going to stop coming. Matter of fact, as time goes on, I learn more and more about how this place works. There's probably going to be more opinions. But again, that gets back to the fact that I have to look myself in the mirror every day and evaluate, am I using the tool and the powerful social media machine that I have for good, or am I using it for me? I'm gonna stick because we've continued to grow, because we've always kept it for good. I'm not gonna change it midstream on that. So I made this video because I wanted it to be really clear to everybody, from sponsors to personal friends to news followers, who I was, what Southern Ohio Social Times is. Because Southern Ohio Social Times is the business pages, not Andy Burgoon. So I want it to be clear that Andy Burgoon doesn't put his opinions on Southern Ohio Social Times. So I just wanted to take a few minutes and put that video together for you. Hope everybody had a great Memorial Day weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. I'm AB.